Your message is important to us. Please hold. Your message is important to us. Please hold. Your message is important to us. Please hold.
Looking for great value home insurance? Don't go online for an anonymous corporation who takes your money and abandons you. Choose High House, your local insurance company. High House Insurance don't pay to be on comparison websites, so your premiums are better value. For a free, no-obligation quote, call 606 552. High House Insurance. Local, reliable insurance. High Street, Selsey.
Hi. Well, due to technical problems, the lovely Lynn Reeve can't be with us this week, but she's left strict orders for me. She told me everywhere I can get a free cup of tea. And so I'm going to do What's On for you this week. Right, on Monday the 17th of August, we've got a mobile soft play session for under fives at the Selsey Centre, and that's from 9:30 till 11 a.m. And for more information on that, contact Sue or Tom on 01243 604 642. We also have for you the Cloud9 musical group presentation of Grease, which is on at the Academy, and that's 2:30 p.m. and 7 p.m, and tickets are £5 from High House Insurance up the High Street. And that's on Monday and Tuesday. And Monday, of course, will be the first day that Burnett's Fun Fair is down on the recreation ground. Now, they're here until Tuesday, the 1st September. Now, also on Monday evening, the Selsey Cinema Club presents Interstellar. Now, this is a special sci-fi themed film screened to coincide with tomorrow night's Sir Patrick Moore lecture at the Selsey Centre. And it's a visually and stunning, complex masterpiece from acclaimed director Christopher Nolan. Now, I won't tell you too much more about it, but get along and see that. Now, on Tuesday, the 18th of August, as I said earlier, we've got Grease on at the Academy, and we've also got the Gainsborough Singers Summer Concert, which is on at the Town Hall from 2 till 4 p.m, and admission from that is just a mere £3. And we've got the Sir Patrick Moore lecture, which I was talking about for the film, and that's called Into the Twilight Zone, A Journey to Pluto and the Outer Solar System, and that's given by Dr. John Mason, MBE. And that starts at 7:30 p.m. at the Selsey Centre, and tickets for that are £7. And also on Tuesday, we have the Ace Poker League, and that starts at 7:30, the Fisherman's Joy. Now, on Wednesday the 19th of August, we once again have a mobile soft play session for under fives at the Selsey Centre, and that's from 9:30 till 11, and you can contact Sue or Tom on 01243 604 642. And later on the day, we have Selsey Folk and Music Club, that's at 7:30 p.m. at St Wilfrid's Churchill, and tickets for that are £2. And we also have Movies for Youth, All the King's Men, and that's on in the Town Hall, 6:30 p.m, and free admission. Brilliant. And also the Ace Poker League at 7:30 at the Fisherman's Joy. Now, on Thursday the 20th of August, we have the Crafty Aunties Market at the Town Hall, and that's 10 a.m. to 3 p.m, and there's all sorts of stuff for Crafty Aunties there. We've got the Summer Youth Drop-In, and that's activities for 10 to 16-year-olds at the Selsey Centre, and that's from 2:30 to 5:30, and admission for that is £1. And we also have the U3A Wine and Cheese Evening, and that's at the Selsey Centre, and that includes a talk by Ian Brennan, who's a royal sculptor. Now, Ian lives in Hampshire, and his work can be seen at St George's Chapel in Windsor, on HMS Victory, St Paul's Cathedral, Westminster Abbey. The boy's been about, that's for sure. So you can get down there for that, and the doors open at 6:30, talk begins at 7 p.m. Tickets are £6.50, and that's to include one bottle of wine per table and a platter of cheese and biscuits served in the interval. So why not make up a party? Why not go on your own and drink all the wine and eat all the cheese yourself? Okay, and that's Thursday. Now, on the 21st of August, that's Friday, we have another mobile soft play session for the under fives at the Selsey Centre, and that's 9:30 to 11 a.m, and you can contact Sue or Tom on 01243 604 642. And I know that's important to a lot of mums who like to take the youngsters along there, and the youngsters really enjoy it. Now, later in the day, we have the Selsey WI Beetle Drive and a fish and chip supper as well. And that's at the Selsey Centre from 6:30, and teams of 4 are £6.50 per person, so you can get yourself along there to that. And if beetles are not your thing, how about fish? Because Selsey Cinema Club and High House Insurance present Screen on the Green, which is the Green by East Beach, where we have a huge cinema screen going up, and on Friday evening they're showing Jaws. Now, how wonderful is that? Jaws, sitting watching it right by the sea, and you can take your blankets or your beach chairs or whatever you like. You can take your own food and drink if you like. It's all free, and if you don't want to take your food and drink with you, well, you can buy it while you're there. There will be a bar, there will be food outlets, so why not just get down there? I mean, what a wonderful thing this is for Selsey. Great big TV screen down on the green, showing Jaws. I'm just gutted that I can't be there because I'm away, but on the Saturday night, they're showing Grease. Now, that's almost like driving in yourself, isn't it? Drive-in movie. You have to walk in, actually, but you can take your chairs, sit there, have your drink. What a fab. I just hope the weather's great for that, because that'll be a fabulous 2 evenings, free entertainment, wonderful community thing. So let's support it as much as we can. Get down there and watch these films. Right, and now moving on. Also on a Saturday, not only do we have Grease, but we have Selsey Lifeboat Association Festival Bazaar, and that's from 10 a.m. to 12 a.m. at the Town Hall. We have the Manhood Classic Car Enthusiasts Summer Show, and that's 10 a.m. till 4 p.m. at the Recreation Ground, and that's in aid of St Wilfrid's Hospice. And we also have Jobfest 2015, which is presented by Selsey Works, and that's 10 till 4 p.m. down at East Beach, and get along there and see Chris Pilkington and find out what that's all about. Now, Sunday the 23rd of August, nice quiet Sunday, don't get up too early. Selsey Academy PTA car boot sale, and that's down at the Academy obviously. And sellers from 7:30 and buyers from 8 a.m, runs till 1 p.m. We also have the East Beach Church Family Fun Service, and that's at the Selsey Centre, and that's from 10 a.m. till 12:45. And we have the Selsey Church's Flower Festival, and that's at East Beach Church from 12 till 4 p.m. And on top of that, we have the Sea and Salad Fair at East Beach from 10 a.m. till 4 p.m. and entrance to that is free. So how about all that good stuff going on? And now, lastly, for Monday the 24th of August, once again, the mobile soft play session for the under fives down at the Selsey Centre. And don't forget, Burnett's Fun Fair's still on, so you can get down there to the recreation ground and just absorb the smells and the sounds of a fun fair. Wonderful. Right, and that's it for this week, and I hope Lynn will be back next week, but if not, we'll have some more news for you one way or the other. Right, in the studio this morning we have Mike Nicholls, and Mike's going to be updating us with some news from 6. Morning, Mike.
Hello Keith, thank you for the opportunity. Just wanted to look back for a moment and then look well ahead. In looking back, last weekend, that was Sunday the 9th of August, down at the East Beach Skate Park, which is a lovely council provision for our children and young people, and is very well used, there was actually a competition. People could enter either on a skateboard or a scooter or even their bike, and the competition gave them the chance to show off what they could do. And there were judges, and at the end of the competition everyone got a certificate, and there were 4 people who got some vouchers as a prize. 2 really lovely things. One, just out of interest, that most of those who took part were actually on scooters rather than on skateboards. It just showed a lot of young people and children now not only go to school on a scooter, but they take it down and use it for various tricks that they perform. The other really lovely thing was that the competition was really organised by a group of older teenagers from the East Beach area, and they were able to not only set it all up, judge it, manage it, get all the publicity out. They've done a photo display, they're doing a little video of the event, and I just want to pay tribute to them led by Kurt Miller and a group of his friends. They wore sort of t-shirts with the word staff on, and they really acted like it. I just want to pay tribute to them and to say well done on a good job. It was a really good event, witnessed by a lot of parents and supporters, and the cafe did a good trade too.
So a lot of worried parents, I would think.
Well, maybe, but they were all safe. So that's just one thing looking back, but just looking ahead, I'm sure that given people are in the middle of enjoying what is left of summer, people won't necessarily want to think about Christmas, or I can hear the groans. But anyway, just to announce that after last year's successful Christmas Day lunch at the Town Hall for people who are on their own on Christmas Day, there is definitely going to be another one this Christmas Day. People will be invited to lunch between 12:30 and 3:30. There'll be a traditional Christmas lunch provided, free of charge, vegetarian option for those who prefer it. There'll be some entertainment, and we shall finish with the Queen's speech before people get transport home. There'll be offers of lifts both there and back, and we shall have enough volunteers to make sure that no one is on their own, but everyone has companionship as well as food and entertainment to make it a really worthwhile Christmas Day. Now, in order to get ready for that, we're going to hold an evening for people who are interested on the 24th of September. That's a Thursday at 6 o'clock in Selsey Fire Station. Might add the entrance for the training room where we hold it is round the back. If you stand out the front, they'll put you on the engine. And that'll just be an hour between 6 and 7 for anyone who is interested in volunteering in any way to come along, find out what they can do and to see how we can put that together. You may be interested to know that we've already had one email from a couple. The husband has offered to provide transport and the wife has offered to come along and help with the serving. We've got a chef booked, we've got people already giving their time, so it's already got a fair bit of energy, and we've had some donations, and the Town Council have offered us the use of the Town Hall free of charge for the day, for which we are very grateful. So it's a really good event that's going to happen at a really good time of the year, and just want to make that announcement. 24th of September, we'd love to have people come along and get on board for volunteering.
Well, I'm sure you won't be short of volunteers after last year's efforts there, Mike. I mean, it was widely spoken about throughout the village. People were amazed at how it all went and what was done on Christmas Day, and people giving up their time on Christmas Day to help out. So I'm sure you won't be short of volunteers.
I'm sure you're right, Keith, but thank you for letting me speak about it.
That's no problem at all. It's nice to have you in again, Mike. In the studio with me now, I've got Chris Pilkington from Selsey Works. Now, Chris is fairly new to Selsey Works. He came down to Selsey in June from Warwickshire, I believe. And let Chris tell you.
I've been here since the 29th of June this year. I've thoroughly enjoyed it so far. We're relocating from Warwickshire, so it's a big move for myself and my family. And it's just seemed an ideal time, really. I was working in the employability sector for about 4 or 5 years. Been doing it through various different projects through the job centre, and it seemed like an opportunity to stay in the field that I enjoy, really. So. And
you'd like to come down to sunny Selsey, of course.
Absolutely, sunny Selsey has been, it's been wonderful to come and see and live by the beach. Really, is a great port.
It's what attracts most of us, I think, Chris. But now Selsey Works, as we know, was in the shop. I use the term loosely, next door to the town hall.
Yeah.
And that closed down, and now you've moved into the council offices, I believe. Yeah. So if somebody wants to come and see you at Selsey Works, it's now located in there. Yeah,
it's now right at the front of the council offices, with its own separate entrance and things. So you don't actually have to go into the council offices to come and see me. We are located where the main entrance is, just before the main entrance of the council offices itself, with our own private office for conducting meetings and things. So there's it's a useful space
Now,
really.
can you explain to us exactly what Selsey Works is and does? Because there are people that see Selsey Works and don't know a great deal about it. I have to say I'm one of them. So,
yeah, absolutely. Selsey Works is a place for the local residents and the community to come in and speak about anything to do with employability, if you like, or benefit advice. We're here for support in all that nature. So whether it's looking to build a new CV, or if you're looking at job searching, or if you need any support with completing job centre and government paperwork, we can certainly help with that and go through that with you and help you complete it in the correct manner, really.
I should think people would be beating a path to your door now.
Yes, certainly.
I can get this paperwork filled in for me. I'm going down to see them.
We can certainly assist in doing that with people, and it's a great way of meeting new people and helping them with what they need doing, really. So that's what we're there for. It's like a one-stop shop for everything, because we know that getting to Chichester isn't easy always. So we wanted someone in the local area to help the local community. Really.
And it sounds a wonderful idea. I mean, it's to have it explained to me at last, because especially forms nowadays, filling in forms. You used to ask your name, address and date of birth. Now there's so much on forms, government forms especially, and people would find it difficult. I know I get very short-tempered when I'm filling in forms.
Yeah, one thing you do need is patience with them, unfortunately. They can be a bit long-winded for those, and it's always helpful if you've got someone you can go to if you're unsure about things.
Absolutely, because there's nothing worse than filling a form in, as you see, completed, and sending it off only to get it back and say, you must fill this, you must answer question 6.
Yeah.
Well, if I could have answered question 6, I'd have done that in the first place.
Yeah.
So then you don't know where to go.
Absolutely. So.
Well, now, folks, you do know where to go.
Absolutely.
You go down and see Chris, and he'll fill all those forms out for you, and you'll have no problem at all. But tell us a bit about yourself, Chris. I mean, you say you've got your family down here, so...
Yeah, I'm married with 2 children, 2 wonderful children. Got a boy and a girl. My son's about to start school in September, so it's a bit of a big time for us, really. Especially with the move as well. We've been coming to this area for sort of 9 years for sort of long weekends, because we have my sister-in-law and brother-in-law who live in Chichester itself.
Okay.
Who have very kindly put up with me for a few weeks while we're sorting out our house. So they're very grateful to them for the initial part, and we've finally found a house to move into at the end of the month. So it's a great time for us, really.
Good.
So
That's good. And I'm sure you'll enjoy it here in Selsey.
Absolutely, we've always loved coming down here. We always used to have a joke, me and my wife, when we were driving back, saying, "Oh, if we live down here, we'll be home by now," instead of having a 2-hour drive. So it's been that sort of great time for us, really. So.
Well, welcome to Selsey.
Thank you.
Chris, on behalf of Selsey Internet Radio, and I hope you get loads of people coming in to see you in Selsey Works, especially when it becomes common knowledge that you're actually in the council offices, and it's not just closed down completely. Now, if people want to contact you, where can they get hold of you? Can they just pop in and see you?
They can just pop in if they need to. I'm usually always there. If I'm not there, they can just go into the council offices, and the girls can make an appointment to come back and see me if I'm not there. We do have a contact number, which is 01243 200 975. You can contact me on that at any time, and we can arrange something either over the phone, or we can have an appointment over the phone. I do have an email address as well, which is chris@selseyworks.co.uk.
That's nice and simple.
So yeah, easy to remember that one. Which by all means email me on, and we can go through. I can reply an email through that way as well. So there's plenty of different ways to contact myself if you need any assistance.
And what hours? Sorry, what hours?
The normal hours Monday to Friday 9 till 5. I'm actually situated in the office through then, so any time during the week you can just pop in, or like I said, or make an appointment. We can do that either way. It's not.
I'm sure there'll be a great big queue outside now.
Hopefully, that's what we're hoping for. Hopefully, lots of people need help in whichever way. Really, we're open to sort of any help. Really, it's not just specific things.
But I mean, I've made big of the fact that you fill in forms, because I'm one of those people that doesn't like filling in forms. But of course, you do a lot more.
Yeah, absolutely.
As you say, with
CVs and interview techniques, and we're even hoping to.
Perhaps I could get some lessons there.
Absolutely.
Interview techniques.
And we're even looking at starting some perhaps some IT courses in the sort of autumn time as well. So. Just depending on how many people want to do that, really. We're open to those sorts of ideas as well. There is a couple of things that I wanted to mention that we have got coming up over the next couple of weeks, if that's all right.
Yeah, absolutely.
We've got a Selsey Jobfest starting event next Saturday on the 22nd, Saturday afternoon at East Beach, where we're doing an alternative jobs fair. We're hoping to have live entertainment. We've got some food stalls and a licensed bar there. We've also got lots of local employers coming down, as well as ourselves, to help and engage with the local community, whether it's just purely on a networking basis, or if you want any more information on any sort of courses, employment, anything like that, would be fantastic to see you down there. We can certainly go through all those things with you.
So an alternative job fair doesn't mean that you're going to be trying to get people into the circus.
No, absolutely not. No, not completely that alternative. But the alternative aspect is that it's not just we're trying to do it less formal than people have perhaps been to before, and we're trying to gear it on a sort of a festival type event, which is sort of down here would be sort of ideal, really, on the beach and next to it and things like that.
Pray for better weather than we're having at the moment, but and I wish you well with that. I hope people that are listening come along. And,
it should be a great event on the 22nd.
So that's Saturday.
Yeah,
Saturday the 22nd.
Yeah,
sorry,
between 12 and 4.
Between 12 and 4 at East Beach.
Yeah.
Come along and to the Alternative Jobfest Festival. That just makes me laugh, that alternative jobs. What do you do? Well, I was a chef, but I think I'd like to be a hangman now.
Yeah.
Something different. Yeah. Well, thanks for coming in, Chris, and telling us a bit about yourself and a bit about what you do.
Brilliant.
And I wish you well for the future.
Thank you
very much. I'm sure you
much.
and your family will settle into Selsey very nicely.
Absolutely.
And,
sure we will too.
We'll get involved in loads of stuff.
Just one last thing, I just wanted to thank everyone for the warm and gracious welcome that I've received since starting here at the end of June. It's been fantastic to come into such a warm community that has been welcoming, and the response to Selsey Works being back, if you like, has been phenomenal. So I just wanted to thank everyone who has done that. I've thoroughly enjoyed, and hope to continue for a long time during my time down there. So.
Well, I'm sure we'll catch up with you in the not too distant future to see how it's all going for you.
Yeah, hopefully, yeah, absolutely. It'll be
get you back in, and you can say what a wonderful place. Well, you've already said what a wonderful place Selsey is, but you can reinforce that by saying we found loads of jobs for lots of people.
Absolutely.
And we filled in thousands of forms, and I'm sick to death of it, and I'm now going back to Warwickshire. Well, thanks for that, Chris, and I'll talk to you again soon.
Thank you very much for having me on.
Bye-bye now.
Bye-bye.
Well, welcome once again to Keithy's Kitchen. And what have we got for you today? Well, we've got a lovely potato salad with tarragon and creamy goat's cheese. Makes this potato salad rather special. And this is what we need. 1 kilogram of baby potatoes, halved. 150 grams of green beans, trimmed and sliced into 3 on the diagonal. 100 millilitres of half-fat creme fraiche. 100 grams of mayonnaise, reduced fat if you wish, because otherwise you'll end up like me. Half a bunch of spring onions, washed, trimmed and sliced. Half a red onion, sliced. Half a tablespoonful of washed, chopped, fresh tarragon. I nearly couldn't say that. 50 grams of Abergavenny goat's cheese and crumbled. 1 teaspoonful of red wine vinegar. And 1 teaspoonful of Dijon mustard. So some lovely ingredients there. And this is what we do. We put the potatoes in a pan of cold water, bring to the boil, then simmer for 12 minutes until tender. Add in the green beans for the last 3 minutes of the cooking time, then drain and put it into a large bowl. Now, in a small bowl, whisk together the creme fraiche, mayonnaise, red wine vinegar and the Dijon mustard until it's all nicely mixed up, and then set that to one side. Now, add the spring onions, the red onion, the tarragon and the goat's cheese to the potatoes and beans, and drizzle over the dressing and mix gently to combine and serve piled on a platter. Now that sounds rather nice to me. That's a rather nice dish for the summer, and that'll serve 4 people. It takes about 22 minutes to cook, depending on how quick you are, I suppose. Or 12 minutes to cook, sorry, and 22 minutes to prepare altogether. So all in all, a rather nice tasty summer salad. And our second recipe for today is corn and tomato pasta. Now, you could use, I suppose, any pasta that you like for this. I prefer to use the one that looks like the little bow ties, but whatever you like for this one. Now we need some salt, a pound of pasta, for my part the bow tie pasta, 2 tablespoons of extra virgin olive oil, 2 garlic cloves smashed, 1 pint of cherry tomatoes, 3 ears of fresh corn and the kernels cut off, 2 tablespoons of unsalted butter, and a 1/4 cup of fresh basil leaves torn into pieces. And this is what we do. We bring a large pot of salted water to the boil and cook the pasta until al dente and then drain it. Meanwhile, in a large skillet, heat the olive oil over a medium heat, add the garlic and tomatoes and cook, stirring occasionally until the tomatoes are softened, about 5 minutes normally. Stir it in the corn and raise the heat slightly and cook until the corn's heated through and golden, once again about 5 minutes, and season to taste with salt. Add the vegetables, the butter and the basil to the pasta and toss. It can't be any easier than that, can it really? Nice and simple summery dish. And that's it for this week. Now, just before we go, I'd like to give a shout out for drivers. Now, if anybody's got some time to spare and they can drive, Julie's Kitchen Dinner is looking for drivers to deliver their meals for their Meals on Wheels service. Now, if you can help out on this, you can contact Danny or Julie on 07843 774758. Now, they do supply a very, very necessary service, and they're stuck for drivers. So if you can spare a few hours a week, give them a call and get it sorted. Thank you for that. See you again soon.